turning a great idea into a successful business. Well, that's the dream for so many entrepreneurs, right?
Absolutely. But anyone who's tried knows it's tough.
It really is. It takes way more than just passion and, grinding away. You need resources, guidance.
Mentorship, yeah. And a whole ecosystem that actually supports you.
Exactly. And today, we're going to dive deep into two really key players in that ecosystem: startup incubators and accelerators.
Two terms you hear a lot, but maybe aren't always totally clear on the differences.
That's the mission for this deep dive. We want to illuminate how they operate differently, what purpose they serve.
Hmm.
So by the end, you, the listener, hopefully have a much clearer picture, a nuanced understanding of which path might be the right fit for your own startup needs.
Makes sense. And we're drawing insights from incubator versus accelerator, choosing your startup's path. Right.
That's the one. It's a great source, lays things out really clearly. So yeah, let's jump in. Where do we start? Incubators.
Let's do it. Incubators first. So the source describes it as basically a collaborative program. It's designed for those really new, really early stage companies.
Okay, so like brand new ideas.
Pretty much. It gives them the space and, importantly, the time to kind of grow and develop those core foundational pieces.
And it's not just like a desk, is it? The support seems pretty broad.
Oh, yeah, much more. You get office space, sure, but also that critical mentorship, networking opportunities.
Things you desperately need early on.
Exactly. And even basic business services, the stuff that helps get the wheels turning.
Yeah.
It's really about building that solid base.
A real support system.
It is. And here's a really key point the source makes. Incubators usually ask for little or sometimes no equity in return.
Ah, okay. That's a big one. No giving up ownership right away.
Right. And their model is often rolling admission. So startups can kind of join when they're ready, leave when they need to. It's more flexible, fosters a longer-term view.
That flexibility and the no equity thing, this sounds really appealing. But who's typically running these? The source mentioned universities, nonprofits.
Yeah, universities, economic development groups, nonprofits. That sponsorship often tells you something about their focus.
Meaning it's not purely about the financial return.
Often, yeah. It's frequently more about, say, fostering local innovation, maybe creating jobs, building up a specific industry within a region, long-term growth for the community.
Got it. So the companies they help might still be figuring things out, like idea stage or even before they've made any money.
Precisely. Pre-revenue is common. The support is really geared towards building that solid foundation, validating the idea, maybe building the initial team. It's less about immediate explosive growth and more about sustainable development.
Okay, that paints a clear picture. Incubators.
Yeah,
Nurturing, foundational, long-term, little to no equity.
you got it.
So then accelerators. If incubators are the slow cooker, accelerators sound like the pressure cooker.
Huh. That's actually a pretty good analogy. Yeah, accelerators are intense. They're time-bound programs specifically designed to scale a business and fast.
Right, time-bound. How long are we talking usually?
Typically just a few months, maybe 3, maybe 6. It's a sprint.
And it all leads up to something specific, right? A demo day.
Exactly. That's the culmination. It's this high-stakes event where all the startups in the cohort pitch their polished ideas, their progress, directly to a room full of investors.
High pressure, high reward potential.
Definitely. And that's the trade-off, isn't it? Accelerators usually do take equity. A slice of your company.
Ah, okay, there's the catch, or rather the exchange.
Right. In return for that equity, you get intense mentorship, often some seed funding to keep you going, and crucially, access to their network. Investors, successful alumni.
A powerful network, I imagine.
Hugely powerful.
Yeah.
But it's tough to get in. Highly competitive. You apply to join a specific cohort, a group starting at the same time.
And they expect more from you coming in, right? Not just an idea on a napkin.
Oh, absolutely. You're expected to have, at minimum, a viable product, or an MVP, minimum viable product.
Something people can actually use,
And
even if it's basic.
yes, and usually some early traction. That's key.
Traction, meaning what exactly? Users, revenue?
Yeah, some proof, some initial user engagement, maybe some early sales, customer interest, something that shows your concept isn't just theoretical. It has legs. They want companies ready to, accelerate.
Ready to hit the gas.
Exactly.
And this is where we hear some really big names, isn't it? The source mentions giants like...
Y Combinator, Techstars, 500 Global. These are, the household names in the accelerator world.
And they've got the track record to back it up. What does that impact look like?
Well, it's pretty staggering, actually. The accelerator model has demonstrably launched some massive companies. Think Airbnb.
Wow, Airbnb came out of an accelerator.
Yep. And Dropbox, even Reddit.
Okay, that's serious validation.
Right.
It shows how powerful that intense, focused push can be.
It absolutely does. Taking a startup with early promise and just propelling it forward.
All right, so let's maybe put them side by side. A quick comparison based on what we've discussed.
Yeah.
It helps clarify things.
Good idea.
So first, the main goal. Incubators, we said, focus on long-term growth, building the foundation.
Right. Whereas accelerators, it's all about rapid scaling, getting you market ready, investor ready, fast.
Okay. And the stage of startup they look for. The incubators are for the very beginning, right? Idea stage, maybe pre-revenue.
Yeah, early days. Accelerators, though, they need that MVP, that early traction. They want something already built that they can scale.
Got it. Then the big one, equity taken, incubators.
Little or none, usually. More like a support service.
But accelerators.
They almost always take equity. That's their investment, their skin in the game.
Makes sense. What about program duration? Incubators sound more open-ended.
Generally, yeah. Flexible, rolling admission, stay as long as you need sometimes. Like that research lab idea.
While accelerators are strictly time-bound, a few intense months, boot camp style.
Exactly, a defined sprint.
And finally, getting in the admission process, incubators.
Often rolling, maybe less intensely competitive, focused on the potential of the idea, the team,
Compared to accelerators.
which are usually highly competitive. You apply for a specific cohort. It's a tough selection process. They're looking for the potential unicorns, right? The ones likely to scale massively and quickly.
Okay, that comparison really highlights the distinct flavors. So the million-dollar question for you, the listener, which one is right for your startup?
Yeah, how do you choose?
What factors should you really weigh up?
Well, the source gives some clear pointers. If you're still, really refining that core idea, maybe still putting the founding team together.
Still finding your feet.
Exactly, or trying to figure out that initial product market fit. An incubator probably makes more sense. It gives you that nurturing space, that room to iterate without intense pressure.
And maybe allows for a different kind of founder personality, someone who prefers more deliberate progress.
That's a great point, actually. Founder psychology matters. Do you thrive under intense pressure, or do you need that runway? An incubator offers the runway.
Right. But on the flip side, if you do have that product, you've got some users, some data.
You got traction.
Yeah, you've got traction, and you feel like, okay, we're ready to floor it. You need funding. You need that network now to scale fast.
Then an accelerator could be exactly the launchpad you need. That intense momentum, the funding, the connections, it can be transformative.
But you have to be ready for it, right? Ready for that pace, the demo day pressure.
Absolutely. It's a huge commitment, mentally and physically. You need to be all in.
Still, in either case, that structured support, the mentorship, the connections, the resources, that seems invaluable.
Oh, totally. Trying to replicate that on your own is incredibly difficult. And, some incubators might specialize in a specific field, offering really tailored support that maybe traditional VCs wouldn't focus on initially.
Right. So it's not just about being pre-revenue versus having traction. It's about the type of support, too, finding that niche help.
Exactly. It's about finding the right fit for where you are and what you're building.
So choosing the right program, it's not just a logistical step. It's really a strategic decision. It could be the thing that takes your startup from just an idea to a real thriving business.
It absolutely could be finding the right partner for your journey.
Okay, so to quickly recap, incubators are generally about nurturing those foundations, long-term growth.
While accelerators are about that intense, rapid scaling to get you market ready and funded, big difference in goals and approach.
And ultimately, the choice really hinges on your startup's specific stage, your needs, your team's readiness.
It may be your own personality as a founder, but just understanding these paths, knowing the difference, that's powerful in itself.
It lets you make a strategic choice, align your ambition with the right kind of support. Maybe that's the aha moment.
Could be. But here's something to maybe leave you thinking about. We talk about the programs, the demo days, the successes like Airbnb, but what happens after? What are the hidden challenges or maybe unexpected benefits a founder finds, say, a year after leaving the incubator's nest or graduating from the accelerator cohort?
When the structured support system fades away.
Yeah, maybe the real test begins then. Something to mull over.